Hi, everyone. Today I'm talking to Alison Moore from the University of Wollongong, who is one of our keynote speakers at ASFLA 2022. Hi, Alison. Thanks for joining me.
Hi, Cassie. It's great to be here.
Before we dive into your presentation for ASFLA, can you tell us just a little bit about where you are right now and the kind of work that you're doing?
Yeah, so I'm at the University of Wollongong. I teach into the English Language and Linguistics program within Languages and Linguistics. Currently, I'm also the head of postgraduate studies, so I'm not actually doing a lot of teaching at the moment. I'm doing a lot more in the governance role and also have quite a few PhD students myself. And I've just had 2 completions in the last little while and looking forward to 1, maybe 2 again in the current year. So a lot of my focus is really on the HDR space, either as a supervisor or as the head of postgrad studies in my school.
So the title of your keynote for ASFLA is Donations Never Suck, which is a great title, by the way. Looking at the role of Twitter in community renewal after the Black Summer bushfires. Could you tell us a little bit more about your work exploring the role of social media and how it fosters solidarity?
Yeah, so the Donations Never Suck, of course, is a tweet. And what we're trying to do in this area, there's been quite a lot of work on, not a huge amount, but quite a lot of work on social media in support of the early stages of disaster recovery or disaster preparedness and the kind of immediate response, situational awareness, where you have to, knowing where the flood is up to, where the fires are, where they've passed and that sort of thing. But a lot less on what happens in that later stage and how, or indeed whether, social media and in particular Twitter can support the rebuilding of community in that space. So this project was launched in order to do some work in that area as an interdisciplinary project with people whose expertise is in disaster management from an IT, smart infrastructure and psychology point of view. So the linguistics was brought in as a way of trying to enrich the analysis of the social media and to see whether there was some kind of, basically manual analysis of the kind of meanings that are circulating in the tweets that could augment the much more automatic machine run analyses of measures of engagement from the social media general perspective, like how many likes a tweet has got, how many retweets, quotes, and that kind of thing. So one of the things that's going on in this area, of course, we just hear so much about engagement these days. In our own lives as researchers, we're told we have to not just publish papers, but show how people are engaging with that work. That's good, that's great. In linguistics, we think about it a little bit differently. We're trying to think about it in a slightly richer way and to contribute our thinking from linguistics to bringing forth results that can really get into the nitty-gritty of whether and how this modality is actually producing some kind of capacity, enhancing some kind of capacity for people who experienced the bushfires and were very affected by that, to rebuild, to access donations, for other people to offer donations, for those people to find each other, and so on. And so one of the things that I'll be looking at in the talk is what are the best linguistic tools or the range of different linguistic tools for doing that, and how do we decide which kind of tools are going to do the job, both for us as linguists, but also for our research partners, so people who are the psychologists, the IT people, people who are the kind of end users, which would be the real test of engagement. But I will be trying to trace that back also to some of the other work that I've done in the past, which is essentially about how people align, how people affiliate in other really repercussive contexts, so that they are aligned, maybe not automatically, but go through processes that allow that alignment to take place and to be examined.
Wow. Well, obviously very helpful and useful information that, as you say, will be really important for those who are sort of on the front lines of disseminating key information or trying to support those in these horrible situations. I'm, for one, very much looking forward to hearing more about it, especially as it relates to our theme this year, renewal and resilience, making meaning in a changing world. So thank you very much for joining us today and telling us more about your plenary. If you would like to learn more about Alison's presentation, please check out our website. And remember, you can attend ASFLA 2022 virtually online or in person. So if you haven't already, be sure to register. Thanks, Alison.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Cassie.
See you very soon.